Hi, Neil here with Covers Camo, your source for custom seat covers today, showing you the install on the 2006 Ford F-150, the front row with the black and gray Dura Easy Care seat covers. We'll show you how to put these on. It's a really simplified install because I'm missing my camera crew today, but we'll show you a few good tips on how to get this done. Thanks. So here's a few tips on the install on the 2006 Ford F-150. Starting with the 20 section, which is the middle seat section. I have that installed already, but just showing you, this is a cover. It just pulls over on top of it. There is a string that goes around the outside and it ties around the bottom. And now what you're gonna wanna do is you actually want to pass that string down right underneath this. So I actually got it tucked underneath that plastic right there. So I tied it and then kind of cinched it and then tucked it right underneath there. So you can barely see it, but it is just right there, just underneath that plastic right there. So that's that bottom cover right there. And then there is some Velcro on the back side of it that you just push that down and it just sticks onto the cloth right there. So that one's pretty straightforward. This 20 section backrest is a little more complicated just because to get this to look nice and flush, how we did it like that, you are going to want to loosen this up. And I sometimes actually even you do just want to take this off, and so you need to get a Phillips screwdriver and just loosen that trim piece off, and then you lightly just kind of pop that off right here, and then that trim will pop off. And then what you can do is there's a Velcro strip that goes from right here over to here, and you can attach those two together and it just tucks in underneath there, and you can put that guy back on. And that's how you get that 20 section backrest on. Now there's a Velcro strap up here and then a Velcro strap down here that keep that 20 section on as well, that 20 section backrest. And then there is the lid cover for this 20 section top right here. So, and that lid cover is pretty simple. It's just three straps of Velcro right there that go on it and keep that guy on. You will want to take note that this tapered section goes towards the back right here, okay? And then that's gonna be the front up there, the non-tapered one. Okay, so that's the 20 section. Now for the buckets, I have the driver seat done already. And what you're gonna wanna do, the first thing is to remove the headrest. And to remove the headrest, you're gonna push on this button right here at the same time while pushing on this button. You gotta push them both at the same time, and then your headrest will release out. Once you have the headrest off, then you can pull that back cover over, and then this bottom cover right here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this bottom cover and push these straps down through the crease in between the seat right there. And then this middle strap is gonna go down underneath to a solid bar underneath the seat and then back to itself. And that just kind of locks it from ever sliding forward. And then this strap right here, these two outside straps, they go underneath the seat, go all the way up to these buckles right here. And then those buckles will cinch it down. And I like to use one hand on top and one hand down below as I'm cinching those down. And then this you'll want to make sure you tuck into the trim right there. And then this string right here, there's this side of it, and then there's also the other side, and you'll tuck that in between the plastic and the cushion, and you'll tie those towards the back. And I'll show you a few of those steps as I'm doing this. So what I've done on this bottom is I've tucked it in, I've taken those two outside straps, I've pulled them up towards the front here and taken them up to those buckles. This is where that strap was, and I took it up to that buckle and just cinched it up tight right there. And again, doing that, I held one hand up at the top like this, kind of compressed down right here as I cinched that up. So those are the two outside buckles. Again, that middle buckle, that just goes down to a solid, I found a solid spring underneath and just went back to the buckle and cinched it down. And not as necessary on this truck because it does have Velcro to cling to the cloth back there too, but it's nice to have that middle strap locking it down just to make sure it never slides forward. Now this is the outside right here, and I did take the plastic trim tool right here and just tuck that in underneath right there to get it to finish out nice and trim like that. Okay, so that's what you're gonna wanna do on that right there. And then I've started this backrest. Oh, and you know, one other tip on this bottom. One other tip is right here, this string. So this is, I passed this string on the inside of that plastic. I see a lot of people go on the outside, but you wanna go on the inside of the plastic right there. And then on this other one right here, I tied a loop in it right there, and then I'm going around the loop, and that way I can just slowly cinch that up tight right there, okay? And that's about the location that I like to have the string, right around there on this truck. And then what I'll do now is just tie that off when I have my other hand. I'll tie that off, so we're good there, and then we move on to the backrest. So for the backrest cover, you're gonna wanna open it up and pull it over the top. Now there are these pre-cut out holes right here, and you're gonna wanna use the plastic trim tool and just push it around the sides right there and push it underneath. So you can barely see those holes underneath, but they just pop over. So that's how that should finish out right there on those headrest posts. You're gonna take this felt, you're gonna push that through the seat to the other side, and then we're gonna get that on the other side and pull it up tight. Now we're on the back side here, and what we're gonna wanna do is take this felt that I've pushed through and attach that to this Velcro right here. And I like to do that first before finishing this side Velcro. It's just gonna make it a little bit easier to get this where I want it, and then finish with this one right here. So I've already done the headrest cover, but it's not too bad really to figure out. This hook Velcro right here, that's gonna be on the front side of it. And you're just gonna, biggest tip with these headrests is really compress the headrest down. Like take one hand and compress it down as you squeeze over on top of it. So just compress that as you're sliding this on, and then you're gonna just attach it like that, and then we can stick these onto the seat backrest. See if I can do that with one hand. There we go. There we go. Okay, easier with two hands. Okay, there we go. So now there's the headrest, backrest, and bottom. That 20 section and the driver's side is already done. We're not doing the back seats today, but that's pretty much the install tips on this 2006 Ford F-150. Reach out to see if you have more questions. Happy to help. Thanks so much for watching. Again, this has been Neil here with Covers Camo, your source for custom seat covers. To see more, go to coversandcamo.com.